Hello everyone, it is Erin Floto here, and today we are taking a look back at my 2024 goals. I changed my planning style for goal setting in 2024. So previously I was doing these quarterly goals, and each aspect of my life I was setting certain goals for an entire quarter. In 2024, I decided to do a different approach to goal setting. So I still had my intentions, I still have my word of the year, but then from there, I decided to start doing goal pages very specific to the goal that I was setting, and then coming up with an action plan for that goal. So I want to go over today the goals that I have set. I will not be showing one of them because I don't want to ruin all of Vlogmas for you. So I won't be sharing that one, but I will be sharing what I did in 2024. So each aspect had a different color scheme. So personal goals, like how I was setting monthly goals, that was red. Fun and recreation was orange. Work and learning is yellow. Family and relationships is green. Health and wellness is blue. Business is purple. Financial is pink. And then my physical environment was gray. So I did change from a very bright color palette to a more pastel color palette in 2024. So I kept those colors, and every goal was associated with a color. So this is a purple goal, so that means it is business related. Design and deliver monthly digital subscriptions. As you can see, I did complete the whole progress bar. So here are the action steps for each month related to the action plan. And then, and I do vary this up a little bit, but the progress bar was for each month of the year. So January through December. Then I had a space for obstacles and overcoming those obstacles. So as you can see, I did end up finishing it. So that was for all of the 2024 kits. And as you can see, I did finish this actually extremely early. I wanted to try to finish every single kit really early because of the pregnancy. And while I had a whole bunch of energy in the second trimester, I thought it was really important to do that. The next goal I had was prenatal personal training. And to be quite fair to myself, I did not start this at the beginning of the year. I talked about starting it, but in my mid-year goals check-in, I kind of talk about why I didn't start at the beginning of the year. Basically, wedding was in February. We found out we were pregnant in March, and I was just trying to survive my entire first trimester. So things really didn't pick up until halfway through the year. So doing prenatal personal training. So I purchased a 12 package, a 12 training, 1 hour training package. So 1 hour training 12 times. So that is what this progress bar is for each training that I did attend, the action steps, the obstacles, and overcoming those obstacles. The next one is a monthly financial review. You can see I'm a little behind on this, mostly because doing the nursery has been my priority right now. So I have not done it since September, which I do need to do. So again, this one is set up as the months of the year, and then the action steps that I need to do for each of those months. Obstacles and overcoming those. The next one is installing a new washer and dryer. So it is installed, and this one is a little bit different, that it doesn't have to do with months of the year. So you can see this is gray because it has to do with our physical environment. This progress bar is for the action steps related to the installation of the new washer and dryer. So you can see research washer and dryer combos. That would have been 1. So I marked off 1 once I researched and once I figured out which washer and dryer combo that I wanted to go with. So you can see number 4 isn't done. That is drywall the shoe closet closed. So basically, there used to be a shoe closet. The washer and dryer is bigger than the space available with the shoe closet. The washer and dryer is bigger than our old one. So I had to remove the shoe closet that was jutting into that closet space. And that was from our bedroom door. It's hard to explain. So anyways, so we had to remove the shoe closet from the bedroom, but we never were able to drywall it closed because there is some stuff that we have to do with the plumbing. So I need access back there. So that's why that hasn't been done yet. Same thing with closing the vent space to the attic. We actually had a problem with our septic, which caused the problem with our washer and dryer, which technically didn't actually cause the problem with the washer and dryer. It's a whole story. But because of how things were going, I couldn't close the vent to the, because it's a ventless washer and dryer now. So I couldn't do that. And then add shelving to the laundry closet. Again, once we figure out the plumbing, I'm going to be able to do that other stuff. So that's going to be kind of into the 2025. So I am going to set one up in 2025 for completing that closet. So that means moving the plumbing, pushing the washer and dryer back into the closet space more, and then putting shelving in the closet. So that's basically the idea there. So ergo, it is not complete. The next one was add prints and pattern prints and clothing to my website. I do have some available. It's home goods and clothing. So I do have a few patterns that I created based on some of the sticker kits that I've done before. This goal kind of fell off. It wasn't my focus. Again, once the third trimester hit, honestly, everything has been going into, hey, baby is almost here. Baby could come at any point. We need to be prepared. So I didn't really end up finishing this project. And it is something that I would like to explore again in 2025. So I will probably set up a similar goal in 2025. But in terms of this, I didn't really think it through. I did add some items to the shop, but I didn't really put a lot of thought into the goal itself. The next one is tracking the pregnancy. So we are due November 30th. It is November 23rd right now. He still is just chilling. So we are at our 39th week of pregnancy. And then I had a section for tips for successful pregnancy, since the action steps, obstacles, and overcoming those obstacles wasn't really conducive for this goal, because the goal is really just to survive pregnancy and then jot it down. So I didn't really go into a lot of tips for successful pregnancy. I've really just been filling it in every once in a while once I get to that week. The next one is a work-related goal. It is moving something called Nora files. So this is something that I assisted a different group on, not related to my own goals. That's why a lot of my work-related goals aren't in here, because it's stuff that I do all the time. So for me, it's like not really a goal. It's just my job. But like this was me assisting a different group. So I was kind of lent out to do this. So I have my action steps for what I need to do for moving these files, and then the years of the files that I was moving, the obstacles, and overcoming those files. So that was related to work. This next goal is developing a nursery. So you can see not quite done, but this is all of the action steps. I took away the overcoming the obstacles just because I needed a lot of steps for this one, because there are a lot of things to do to renovating an entire room from a gym atmosphere to a nursery. I didn't even put all the cleaning aspects of developing the nursery, just like the major big ticket items, like moving the gym equipment out, moving the nursery items into there, building the dressers for the nursery, building the crib, painting the accent wall, etc., etc. So you can see there's a couple things that I haven't done yet. Hanging the bear frames above the bed. I actually have this plan to do today, but we shall see. Because I need to figure out how to measure to get them in an okay spot. And then 13 is laying down the carpet. I need some help with that because I have to lift up equipment, like lift up the bed, lift up the crib in order to put the carpet under. Probably should have thought of that before I put everything where it needed to go. Probably would have been helpful. But that's what my husband's for. He's big and strong for a reason. Number 16 is putting in a beat board. I really wanted this done before, because basically the nursery is doubling as a guest room for when my mom and my husband's sister will be staying with us for a little while. My mom will be staying for a couple weeks, and then my husband's sister will be staying for a few days, I think, towards the end of December while she is out of school. So, and they're coming to help, which is lovely. And because baby boy won't be in the nursery, he'll be sleeping with us. I'm very comfortable with having that bed in there. But I wanted, before they all came to stay with us, I wanted to install the bead board, but honestly, it's just a funding issue and it's aesthetic. So it really doesn't matter that much. It's not going to cause a whole bunch of issues. But I do want to put that bead board in and paint it eventually. I think that would be done later on. And then above that bead board, I'm painting a bear silhouette there, because the nursery theme is woodland bears. And then number 18 is emptying the second closet. So we have one closet that is kind of a space for us to collect things for him. Excuse me, cat. And then we have one closet that is for him and for his items. And then we have a second closet that is still storage for us. But eventually, that's his room. We shouldn't be storing a bunch of stuff in his room. So I would like to get rid of those items, either by going through those items and deciding if we need them or not, or moving them to the basement, or moving them to the garage where we are installing a little bit of a storage space within the gym. So that is everything there. The next one is 2025 video prep. I actually changed my mind. I was going to prep all of the months for 2025, similar to what I did for 2024, but I just realized how much that didn't end up working for me because I want to be able to adapt things, and I was going to put in like my standard pages, like my monthly calendar, my habit tracker, things like that. So originally I was going to like set things up, but then I realized in 2024, I still want that, that ability to change things, even though I know individual habit trackers work, I would like to be able to vary it up occasionally. So I realized at some point while I was like prepping for Vlogmas, I was like, I would really rather spend my time focusing on those videos and being able to adapt from month to month in 2025. So I actually only did 3 of them, and then I just didn't fill anything else out because I was like, well, I'm not really doing this anymore. 2025 stickers. So these are digital stickers that are available on my shop. So I put together a few of the stickers that I wanted to include. So these are for the sticker list that I was doing. And then I also had the action items of making the mock-ups and posting the listings. There weren't really challenges or overcoming. I finished it in record time to be honest with you. So it was not that bad. So that was 2025 stickers. And you can see a lot of these are purple because they have to do with business related goals, because a lot of my work goals and other things like that, like I said, I'm not putting like my day-to-day work goals in here because it's just my job. It's not really a goal in my brain. Although this one is work related, maternity leave preparations. So these are the action items that I needed to do ahead of taking maternity leave. And actually there are a couple things that I've had to do since, but these were like the main things in order for me to take off. To be honest, I'm using regular PTO, use or lose, before the end of the year. And then once I have Bryson, I will be taking maternity leave from there up until January 7th. So those are the action items. I didn't really put challenges or overcoming here either. And then Vlogmas videos, like I said, I don't want to spoil them, but it's 25 days of videos, hopefully. I haven't quite finished filming and editing all of them yet. So hopefully I do. Some of them are going to be after having my son. So I can't film those until after he comes because it's kind of like, okay, my first day is postpartum, coming back into my planner. How am I planning? And all that kind of stuff. So that is the last one here before we go into 2025. I did have space just in case I had a few more goals to add, but I didn't end up needing them. So that's a look back at all of the goals that I had in 2024. So I hope that this video was helpful, kind of talking about how I changed my goal setting process, if that is something that is right for you, and how my goals went in 2024. Like I said, I didn't really start till mid-year, so that's why there's not a ton. And I really saved them for big ticket items. I didn't even put like anything related to getting the garage put up and having the gym moved out into the garage. I didn't really end up putting that. I didn't really think that was necessarily a goal. I don't know. It's just how my brain was classifying things at the time. So that is it for my 2024 goals. I hope that this video was helpful for you, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.